Ever wondered why some gardens seem to explode with life while others stay dull no matter how much fertilizer you throw in? The secret isn't in the leaves, the fertilizer, or even the watering schedule. It's in the invisible world beneath your feet. I'm talking about the soil microbiome, the living network of bacteria, fungi, and microbes that determines whether your plants thrive or merely survive. And here's the surprising part. Two of the simplest, most overlooked ingredients, raw rice water and biochar, can wake that world up in just 7 days. Let's dig into the experiment that transformed my soil and changed the way I look at feeding plants forever. Every thriving garden rests on an invisible foundation, a bustling underground ecosystem of microorganisms. These tiny soil engineers regulate everything from nutrient absorption to disease resistance. When that ecosystem dies down, the soil turns lifeless, no matter how many fertilizers you add. The key isn't just giving plants food, it's feeding the life that feeds your plants. That's where two natural powerhouses come in, raw rice water and biochar. One is a kitchen byproduct you've probably been pouring down the drain, the other is an ancient carbon-rich material rediscovered by modern gardeners. Both promise to recharge your soil's microbiome, but they do it in completely different ways. When you rinse rice before cooking, that cloudy liquid isn't waste, it's actually microbial gold. Raw rice water is loaded with trace nutrients like phosphorus, potassium, and magnesium, along with natural starches and simple sugars. These sugars act as instant energy for beneficial soil microbes, especially species like Lactobacillus and Pseudomonas, which are, known to improve nutrient cycling and root strength. To test its real power, I used 500 milliliters of raw rice water diluted in 2 liters of clean, non-chlorinated water, applying it directly to a test soil sample once a day for a week. Within just 48 hours, the soil began showing subtle signs of life. Looser texture, a faint, earthy aroma, and early fungal threads forming on the surface. By day 7, microscopic analysis revealed a remarkable increase in microbial density, nearly doubling the bacterial count. The soil darkened and retained moisture longer, which is clear evidence of a more active living structure. But there's a catch. Rice water's magic lies in its sugars, and, well, too much of it can actually suffocate the soil. Overuse can lead to anaerobic conditions, where oxygen-starved microbes turn the soil sour. The trick is moderation, small, regular doses that mimic natural nutrient pulses, rather than overwhelming your soil with sugar. While rice water feeds microbes, biochar gives them a permanent home. Created by heating organic material like wood or crop residue in low oxygen, a process called pyrolysis, biochar forms a stable, carbon-rich material with millions of microscopic pores. Think of it as a coral reef for soil life, full of tiny chambers that hold water, nutrients, and entire microbial colonies. In my test, I mixed 100 grams of finely crushed biochar into 1 kilogram of dry soil, moistened it, and let it sit. The changes took longer to appear, but they were deeper and more lasting. Biochar doesn't directly feed microbes, it hosts them. Its porous structure shelters them from heat, drought, and nutrient loss. By day 7, the microscope told a different story. While bacterial counts rose more slowly than with rice water, the diversity was far richer. I saw actinobacteria and filamentous fungi, both critical for breaking down organic matter and improving soil structure. The soil's pH stabilized and its cation exchange capacity, a measure of nutrient holding ability, significantly improved. Plants in the biochar-treated soil developed thicker roots and showed better water retention. The above-ground growth came slower, but it was sturdier and more sustainable over time. Here's where things got really interesting. I decided to test what would happen if I combined both treatments, using biochar as a foundation and rice water as fuel. I mixed biochar into the soil first, then applied the diluted rice water every 2 days for a week. The results? Well, nothing short of transformative. The biochar acted as microbial housing, while the rice water provided instant food. And together, they created a perfect symbiosis. Microbial activity shot up by nearly 60% compared to untreated soil, confirmed through respiration and nutrient mineralization tests. This wasn't just a short burst of growth, it was the start of a self-sustaining soil ecosystem. The soil stayed looser, darker, and full of that unmistakable earthy aroma of life. Here's exactly how you can bring your soil back to life in a single week. First, mix biochar. Add 100 grams of biochar per kilogram of soil, or roughly 1 handful per pot. Pre-wet it before mixing. It works best when moistened with compost tea or diluted rice water to charge it with nutrients. Next, prepare rice water. Rinse your uncooked rice once, collecting 500 milliliters of the cloudy rinse water. Dilute it with 2 liters of clean, non-chlorinated water. Then, apply lightly and consistently. Pour the diluted rice water evenly over the biochar-enriched soil every other day for 7 days. Avoid soaking the soil. A gentle, even moisture works best. And finally, observe and adjust. Within days, you'll notice a richer smell, looser texture, and darker soil color. All signs of revived microbial life. By day 7, you'll see the difference. Your soil will feel alive again, spongy, moist, and teeming with microbial energy. Rice water jumpstarts microbial growth with fast energy, while biochar ensures those microbes don't vanish once the food runs out. The combination mirrors nature's own systems, quick bursts of organic matter paired with stable carbon structures that anchor microbial communities. It's a balance between short-term stimulation and long-term sustainability. This approach doesn't just make your plants grow faster, it builds a self-renewing soil ecosystem. You'll find your soil holding water longer, breaking down organic matter faster, and keeping roots healthier even in stress conditions. What makes this method so powerful is its simplicity. You don't need expensive fertilizers or exotic additives, just kitchen rice water and homemade or store-bought biochar. Together, they embody the future of regenerative gardening, restoring balance instead of forcing growth. Healthy soil doesn't come from a bottle, it comes from nurturing the billions of unseen workers beneath the surface. When you feed your microbes right, your plants will take care of themselves. If your soil feels lifeless or compacted, stop reaching for more fertilizer. Instead, awaken what's already there. With just rice water and biochar, you can kickstart a microbial revolution in a single week. The results are visible, measurable, and lasting. And that's the beauty of it. It's not about complicated science, it's about listening to your soil and giving life a place to thrive. If you found this experiment as fascinating as I did, make sure to subscribe to Crop Corner for more hands-on soil experiments, science-backed gardening hacks, and field-tested growing techniques that truly work. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below. Have you tried rice water or biochar in your soil yet? Let's keep the conversation and the soil alive.